Hello guys. In this video today, all I'm going to talk about is my ear. This nice big guy right here. LOL, that rhymed. Might as well show you guys my ears now. Obviously, this one still sticks out quite a bit. This one is like tiny. Like, I don't know what's going on with her. She's like stuck to my head literally by like the tiniest little ear. And this one is quite large. But yeah, that's not how it always looked when I was born. This one was stuck out way more. I'll put in the images right here. So back in 2018, I got an otoplasty. It is the surgical and non-surgical procedures for correcting the deformities and defects of the pinna and reconstructing blah 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 blah. Anyways, so just reconstructing the ear. It's plastic surgery, but within Canada, it is actually a deformity as a child. If it's a certain measurement, until you're 19, you can get it covered by the government. So mine was totally covered. So I have some notes I want to talk about. So if I ever look down, I've got a little notebook. As I said, my first surgery, hello, I got 2 and counting. It was January 2018. Here's the photos here of my ear before. So as you can tell, like my ear stuck out quite a bit, especially compared to this ear. It was like completely different. And as a child, honestly, it did not bother me that much. I danced and constantly had a bun in my hair and everything, and it really wasn't a big deal, and I never got bullied for it or anything, but I just wanted them to be symmetrical. And I also really like piercing, so crazy ear that was just flat out didn't really help any situations. So I looked into it quite a bit, looked in my town of local doctors, got an appointment with one in town. There was only like 2 or something, and he said that he mostly did like breasts and other things, which obviously had nothing to do with the ear. And he only did a few ears, but he reassured me that he wouldn't be doing the surgery unless he was confident in it right off the bat. I want to tell you guys to make sure to research, obviously, and find the right surgeon. It's gonna take time. Don't rush into a surgery. Like, this is a lifelong, it's gonna mess you up. So take your time and find a reputable surgeon. Even if you have to travel distances. Like, I just went with the guy in Medicine Hat, and that was where I went wrong. So go with your gut. I met the surgeon and he was kind of arrogant, let's just say. He was not giving me good vibes, and then I was a little nervous and just like, maybe I should go to Calgary, like go to someone that does this surgery every single day multiple times. Ding ding ding. Maybe like maybe you should go to that one, Jillian. But once I brought that up to this guy, he was like extremely defensive and kind of like made me feel bad about it. So anyways, I saw him when I was 14 years old. I didn't get it at the time, I don't know, was still thinking about it, and then I came back to him in 2017 and decided to do it with him despite me being not 100% confident in his abilities, because he only has done 3 of these surgeries in his life. So let's just talk about what he told me. So when you get your surgery done, you have to wear a full-on turban. Like, you have to wear a full-on bandage on your head that literally wraps up your entire head like a turban. Let me just explain it to you guys. For an entire week without showering or anything. So that was terrible. After you get the turban taken off, you have to wear a headband. He told me for 2 months, 24/7. It depends on your surgeon. He'll tell you something different, because after I got mine done, I have 2 friends that got their ears done as well, and they went to different surgeons and they had a different time that they had to wear their bandage for. So every night and every day you'd have to wear a headband over your ear to hold it down so it wouldn't pop out. If you like headbands, good for you, but I wasn't really a big headband fan, and that was kind of rough for me. And after those 2 months, then I only had to wear headbands when I was sleeping, so that was fine. I did that for about a year, honestly. So that's what he told me prior to my surgery, and I thought I could do it. It's really not that bad. Headbands and the 1 week with bandage. So on surgery day, you go in and you get a little IV in your arm, and it was completely fine. He talked me over, showed me again what we were gonna do. I was down for it. We went in, woke up, huge bandage on my head. Surgery overall didn't hurt. Like, obviously I was put out. Fun fact, you can also get the surgery awake because it's not that serious, and you can just put freezing and they'll do it in office. And I vouched not to do that because I do not want to be awake while someone's cutting over my ear and sewing it back to my head. Oh, do your guys' flashlights always just turn on? I'm like, fuck. So I get up and it didn't hurt. I was on some drugs, some painkillers, but truthfully, I didn't really need them. It did not hurt that bad. I just had my turban on for that week and didn't shower my hair or anything, just my body. So that was fine, and we took it off, and my ear looked really good. He did a good job. And then I was so happy, guys. My ears looked the same. It didn't look like this. It was folded back like that. And then like every day at school, it was like trendy then to have like the slick back buns, and I wore those so many times. Like, I just love my ears. My confidence was boosted. I felt like a little Kardashian with my little sleek bun. If you guys want to get your ear done, do it. So then the surgery is done and I started wearing headband. And don't get me wrong, like I wasn't like the poster child of the headband wearing. I wore it to bed every single night, but some days I did take it off. I was in basketball all the time. This was grade 11 and I couldn't play basketball until I was fully healed, which was a couple months, he said, so I just didn't have the rest of the season. After my surgery, my ear never has felt the same. I want you guys to know that, like, your ear will never be as sturdy as it was before. I'm just like throwing my hair around my ear. After the surgery, I couldn't put my hair behind my ear. It felt like my ear was gonna rip off, and I couldn't wear sunglasses for a very long time because they would hurt. My ear felt weak, and then slowly it started popping out and came to what it is today, and it's not the same as the other, which still kind of bugs me a bit because you go through all that. You expect it to look at you on it. He said this is normal, it happens. Surgeries are never perfect, they're never promised. I went in and let him do it a second time. He said he would revise it and it would look so much better. He told me I have to wait a year until he could revise it. So I waited till, I think it was February of 2019, and he redid it again. So we go through the entire process. I wake up and take the bandage off after my week and look at it, and it looks the exact same. It's literally like he just stood there and did nothing the whole time because it looked the exact same, looked like this. But before my surgery, there was no even like crease right here. We made that crease, folded it back nicely the first time, and it popped out to this, and then he left it like that, and I was just so angry. Ugh, this man irks me. You guys seriously don't know how much I butt heads with the surgeon. It's hilarious. Like, I wore my turban, and then my turban was falling off, so like 2 days before I was supposed to see him, I took it off. On the week after my surgery, couldn't see me. He was in surgery, so he said he'll see me the following week, and I was like, fuck that, like, I'm not wearing this turban on my head again. I come into his office and it's not on. So first off, he's already bitching at me like, who took off your turban? You shouldn't have taken it off. Like, he like talked to me like I was a child. You could tell, it just looked down upon me like such a little prick. He was a little prick. And then he checks it out and I was like not happy. Like, it looks the exact fucking same. So I was not a happy camper. I sit down with him and have a little chat about it. I complain that it's the same. And my surgeon comes to tell me that I'm the last ear he's ever gonna do. My ear is too hard to do. The cartilage is too thick that I won't stay back. So he decides to tell me this after 2 surgeries. After I asked him if I should go to a surgeon that does this every day, but he told me that he could do it. I should be confident in him because he wouldn't do it if he couldn't. So after all of his little experiment trials and he was bored of doing tits, decided to do my ear. Let's just say I wasn't very happy with it. So that was right before my graduation, so I didn't have time to deal with it. Then I went through all that, so I wanted it to be like the same, you know? Like, I just wanted it to be symmetrical. Now he says I have to go to a different doctor, so I asked him to refer me to another one, but now I'm too old. Now I'm 19, so I'm not covered by the government, and I'm gonna have to pay for it myself, which is like $8,000. My mom called him and like bitched him out, so now I still might be getting my ear done for a 3rd time, guys, and if I do, I'll bring you along for the journey. I just wanted to let you guys know how surgery is really not something just to play around with. I thought it would just be a quick surgery and done and look good, but now I'm gonna be coming on my 3rd surgery just to have a symmetrical ear. So as a girl that's always wanted her nose done, it kind of freaks me out now. So I'll keep you guys updated if I go and get another surgery. But overall, if you are looking to get an otoplasty, I 100% recommend it because the downtime wasn't very long. Surgery, I didn't have that much pain after surgery, and it completely boosted my confidence. That short window where my ears looked pretty symmetrical, I was loving it. I felt so confident. So everyone, just love yourself really hard. And if you don't, change it. Just kidding. I love myself as a whole to begin, but if you want to improve yourself, do it, girl. Thanks again for watching this video. I will see you next week, people.